years old, it was 1971, and I can remember your Trident operation in the Indo-Pak War 1971. Sorry. I mean, this operation was carried out by the Indian Navy with such a precision that our Navy attacked the Karachi port. All the facilities at the port were destroyed. At the same time, there were some foreign ships anchored in the port. Not a single ship was destroyed by this attack. That is the high level skill our Indian Navy possesses. And then we don't stop at this particular story. In the recent times, our Indian Navy sieged some cargo ships from the Somalian pirates, and not only the cargo ships were freed. I think the name of the vessel was Ruin, if I am not mistaken. Not only these cargo ships were seized from the pirates, but also the crew members on these cargo ships were freed. And let me tell you that out of these crew members, about 17 members were the citizens of Pakistan. So that time our Navy never thought that these people belong to our enemy state, but they showed that humanity and they freed all the Pakistanis and other crew members in this piracy. So that speaks about the level of humanity our Indian Navy shows. Through this collaboration, we aim to provide some programs to the civilian staff of Indian Navy. This agreement not only marks the beginning of a formal partnership, but also sets the stage of deeper cooperation in the years to come. We are excited to build on the momentum of this MOU as we explore new avenues of collaboration in education, technology, and research. So what are we offering? School admissions, graduation and post-graduation programs which are autonomous, especially the VES Business School is keen to offer a PGDM program, full-time program to the civilians and their children. By 15th June, VES Business School will also start a new program of PGDM under the banner of Open and Distance Learning. Now, for all these programs, VES has decided to reserve 5% seats to the civilians of Indian Navy and their children. So, and of course, there are certain discounts declared by our trust. Nearly 45 certification programs are being identified by VES. Of them, some programs will be delivered by the College of Pharmacy, VES Polytechnics, VES Tulsi Technical, the College of Law. VES Business School has plans to set up 2 laboratories in the time to come. One is for artificial intelligence and innovation, and the second one is for customer experience. Once these labs are operational, we can carry joint research in technology and defense-related product under the able guidance of Commander Vivekanand Prabhu. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the leadership and officers of the Indian Navy for their trust, collaboration, and vision in making this day possible. We look forward to working hand in hand with the Navy to achieve great things, strengthen our capabilities, and ensure a bright future for our defense and security endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to request Dr. Prakash Lulla, Treasurer of VES Trust, to speak a few words about Vivekanand Education Society.
Hello. Thank you, madam, for inviting me. मंच पर उपस्थित आदरणीय रियर एडमिरल सर श्री आदित्य हरा जी, कॉमरेड श्री सौरभ अग्रवाल जी. I just now learned from him that there is a commander and then there is a captain and then captain के ऊपर comrade होते हैं. So I was not aware about this comrade जो है ये Commodore. Yeah. I'm sorry sir, we are civilians, थोड़ी mistake कर सकते हैं. So एंड यहाँ उपस्थित नेवी के सभी सम्माननीय ऑफिसर्स एंड हमारी संस्था के आदरणीय सुरेश मलकानी जी, माय कलीग विजय कलवेया जी, सर बैठे हुए, मैं नाम सर का मुझे रॉबर्ट सर यस, एंड संस्था के हमारे विवेकानंद मैनेजमेंट स्कूल के डायरेक्टर साहब सचिन देशमुख जी, विजय राय सिंघानी जी, इधर रीटा वजीरानी मैडम और सभी हमारी संस्थाओं के जो प्रेसिडेंट्स वगैरह बैठे हुए हैं, प्रिंसिपल जो बैठे हैं उन सभी, एंड फैकल्टी में देख रहा हूँ सब बैठे हुए। सो सर वी आर वेरी मच ऑनर्ड टुडे। भाई सेना तो हम ये मानते हैं कि वी आर प्राउड ऑफ आवर इंडियन सेना, भारतीय सेना, फिर वो थल सेना हो, फिर नौसेना हो या फिर वायुसेना हो। वी आर प्राउड एंड वी कंसिडर यू इन द कैटेगरी ऑफ महापुरुष एंड संत। तो ऐसे संत आज हमारे यहाँ पर पुण्य भूमि पे आए, हमारे यहाँ पर आए हैं, तो वी आर फीलिंग कि हमारी भूमि जो है पुण्य भूमि हुई। और हमारा जो है अभी 100th बर्थ ईयर चल रहा है श्री अशु वाधवानी साहब का, तो उसके उस पर्टिकुलर साल में सर आप यहाँ पर आए हैं विथ दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एजेंडा। वी आर रियली ऑनर्ड एंड थैंकफुल टू यू सर। हमारी ट्रस्ट की तरफ से व्हाटएवर बेस्ट वी कैन एक्सटेंड फॉर द नेवी की तरफ से, कि वो वी आर हियर टू सपोर्ट दैट, एंड ऑल्सो वी रिक्वेस्ट कि भाई हमारे जो बच्चे हैं उनको अगर आपके इन स्थानों में कुछ हम लोग को कुछ एक्सपीरियंस मिले, कुछ हम सीखें, क्योंकि बचपन में जब मैं छोटा था तो विक्रांत देखने के लिए मिलता था। आप में से भी विक्रांत सर ने देखा होगा। सो विक्रांत फिर मेरे बच्चों ने भी देखा, फिर अभी मेरे बच्चे भी सर शादी के लायक हो गए, अब आगे उनके लिए कुछ हम सोचे, वो हमें देखना है। नौसेना के बारे में ज़्यादा मैं क्या बोलूँ, मुझे अभी वेरी रिसेंटली मुझे मालूम पड़ा, जो मैंने सर से कंफर्म भी किया, कि कारगिल का जो वॉर हम इंडिया को जीती थी, तो उसमें नौसेना का भी बहुत बड़ा हाथ था उसमें। आर यू अवेयर, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर अवेयर अबाउट दिस? बिकॉज थल सेना तो उन्होंने तो एक्चुअल लड़ाई लड़ी थी वहाँ पर, फिर वायुसेना ने उनके ऊपर बम डाले थे। नौसेना ने बड़ा एक जहाज जाके कराची का इनका बंदरगाह ब्लॉक कर दिया था, और वो बड़ा टेंशन हो गया था पाकिस्तान के लिए, बिकॉज उनका ट्रेड ही बंद हुआ था। सर इफ आई एम रॉन्ग प्लीज करेक्ट मी, इज दैट राइट? छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के ज़माने से उन्होंने हमारी भारतीय नौसेना की नींव तो छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने सर रखी थी ना। तो वी आर उनकी स्मृति में अब उनके नुमाइंदे यहाँ आए, हमारे साथ में बैठे हैं। वी आर रियली फीलिंग वेरी ऑनर्ड एंड वी आर थैंकफुल फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम सर। वी नो यू आर वेरी टाइम निकाल के यहाँ पर आए हैं। वी आर थैंकफुल टू यू। वेरी शॉर्ट में आपको बताऊंगा, हमारी संस्था की स्थापना श्री अशु वाधवानी साहब ने की थी। अशु वाधवानी जी जो थे, ही केम फ्रॉम सिंध टू, एक्चुअली ही डिवोटेड हिज लाइफ कि भाई यहाँ पर जो सिंधी विस्थापित परिवार आए थे उन दिनों में, उनको कैसे यहाँ पर उनके बच्चों को कैसे एजुकेशन दें, उनको कैसे हम उनको स्थापित करें। अनडिवाइडेड इंडिया का उनका एक सपना था। सिंध वहाँ छूट गया था, सिंध जो है हमें, सिंध हमारा वहाँ छूट गया है, उसकी उनके अंदर पीड़ा थी, लेकिन उसकी वजह से किसी वर्ग के प्रति कटुता नहीं थी। इसलिए उन्होंने हमेशा जो है अपने जितने भी उनके कार्यक्रम थे, इट वाज ओपन फॉर ऑल कम्युनिटीज इंक्लूडिंग सिंधीज बट फॉर अदर कम्युनिटीज आल्सो। सो प्रामाणिकता और परिश्रम का दूसरा नाम अशु वाधवानी जी। सर 262 बच्चों से ये संस्था स्टार्ट हुई थी, एक स्कूल था उसको उन्होंने टेक ओवर किया था। टुडे वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग एजुकेशन टू अराउंड 25,000 स्टूडेंट्स एंड वी हैव ऑल द स्ट्रीम्स। We have engineering, we have architecture, we have college, we have law college, we have schools, we have Hindi medium school also in today's time also. And Hindi medium school में भी सर हमारे पास में 2 से 2,500 बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं। So जो संस्था का जो commitment है to value based education, that is being the legacy is being carried out even when Ashu ji is not here. उनका आशीर्वाद हमारे साथ में है और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि भी उनके आशीर्वाद और उनकी जो मार्गदर्शन था उसको हम कैरी ऑन कर पाएंगे। And I am sure that this arrangement is going to be very fruitful for the institution and for the Indian Navy also. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Prakash Lula, for your insightful words. I would now like to call Mr. Vijay Talveja, VES trustee, to give us some more information about the Habit Foundation from VES Trust.
So, firstly, welcome to the Indian Navy to Vivekananda Education Society. I think this is probably the first time that we have so many people coming from Indian Navy. Prabhu sir, aap to aate rehte ho. But definitely, I think it's our privilege to host you here today. It's our privilege to have you here, and the greater privilege to have this MOU signed. Clearly, I think, rightly said by sir, that this is a small gesture from we, the civilians, from the Vivekananda Education Society, a gesture for us to serve the nation, serve the Indian Navy. The Navy that everybody spoke about is known for valor, for determination, and for the strength. And clearly today, I'm very proud to say that Vivekananda Education Society holds some of these values which we share together. When it comes to integrity, when it comes to knowledge and strength. And when we talk about strength, it's not strength in valor, but strength in education. And that's what we are providing to all our children, to the society, and to everyone here. And I think the credit goes not to the management, but to all of you all, the faculty members. So I think you should clap yourself for it. And definitely this MOU wouldn't have been possible because of you. And I think this is a great opportunity for all of you to serve the nation as part of this venture that we're getting into. So I definitely feel proud, and when I heard about it, I think I told Sandeep sir, this is one thing that I have to leave everything and come here. And since morning I've been sitting here. I've parked myself with the college opposite working here, but I said, no, I'm going to free up my calendar and I'll be here for this event. So, very small thing for me to do, but I think I feel very proud. And I'm very thankful to the Indian Navy. So, all the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, I think we really look forward to this partnership. And why I say partnership, I think definitely we will have the Indian Navy personnel coming here, being part of the course. But this will also open doors to our students to not only, just dream of being in the Navy, but also working along with the Navy personnel. And even dream tomorrow to be part of the Indian Navy. While talking in the boardroom, I learned that 50% of the personnel working in Indian Navy is civilians. 50%. So I think that's a very big number. And I hope that our students get the opportunity to be part of it. And like I said, I look at it as a partnership, and hopefully this should benefit both sides, and we can make it a big success for everyone and together serve the nation. So with that, I think I'll stop here, but I think there's a lot that has been already shared here. And finally, I would like to say that we look forward to hosting you again each time you're here. Next time maybe with a bigger team coming from the Indian Navy, with much more fanfare here from all of us. So thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for your encouraging words. Now, I would like to introduce you to the chief guest for the day, Commodore Saurabh Agrawal. Commodore Saurabh Agrawal served at Indian Navy as a Commodore civilian personnel, a role in which he oversees the management and welfare of Navy civilian workforce. In 2024, under his leadership, the Indian Navy designated the year as the Year of Naval Civilians. This emphasizes the critical contributions of civilian personnel to naval operations. Prior to the current assignment, he has carried out prestigious appointments including DGM QA at Naval Dockyard Mumbai, Officer in charge of Weapons Equipment Depot Mumbai, and Commander Electrical on frontline warship INS Trikan. His expertise in HR was honed in appointment as Joint Director of Personnel at Naval Headquarters. I would like to request Commodore Saurabh Agrawal to shed some light on the operationalization of this MOU.
Thank you, ma'am, for the nice introduction. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I am so happy to be here. Vivekananda Education Society, a big name in Mumbai, and I am thankful to Commander Vivek Prabhu. I have long association with him. when I was a training officer, I happened to know him, we were close to the same unit, and I never knew that time that we will be interacting like this in times to come. So like ma'am brought out that year of 2024, we had declared year of naval civilians. The first speaker told you about what Navy does, whether anti-piracy operations, whether it is 71 war or Kargil war. White uniform personnel are seen at the forefront of all naval operations. Navy is identified by white uniform. But behind those white uniform personnel, there are large number of civilian personnel who are the backbone of naval support operations. Navy constitutes ships, submarines and aircraft. And behind maintenance of all these assets, we have civilian personnel in naval dockyards, naval repair yards and naval aircraft yards. Entire armament depots are manned by civilian personnel. Whether they are missiles, rockets or ammunition for guns are procured, maintained and supplied by civilian personnel. Our entire logistic supply is handled by civilian personnel. So they are the backbone for all naval support operations. Now these are the people who are unsung heroes. They work behind the scenes at the backstage. So we thought at once they should be brought to the forefront, and that motivated us to declare 2024 as the year of naval civilians, wherein we took large number of initiatives for their welfare, for streamlining their HR management, their promotions, their financial benefits, terminal benefits. Insurance was one issue where we had felt that adequate measures are not in place, so we had concluded some MOUs for looking after their welfare in terms of insurance. And then training initiative we had taken, we had a large number of courses, new courses we have started, and like you are aware that for service personnel there are training academies like National Defence Academy, Indian Naval Academy, but for civil personnel there is no academy as such. The training is done on, it is not on a regular basis, induction training is carried out, but the recruitment itself is not regularized. So we always feel that there is a shortfall of training, and hence there is a requirement of streamlining this by having some MOUs with some reputed organizations, and Vivekananda Education Society came forward, and we are happy to create this partnership, and we intend to empower our civilian workforce with the knowledge, skill which they will develop when they come here. It's not only about the civil person, even their family members, children, wives, spouses, they can also avail the benefits of MOU in terms of scholarship, fee concessions, and it's going to be a win-win situation because when naval personnel come here, you will also interact with them, you will learn with them. You can also interact with us through collaborative research and some projects. You can visit our naval dockyards, ships, and see what we do there. Naval dockyards, nothing less than a industry which has got all sorts of disciplines. Like we have got, we do radar maintenance, we do missile maintenance, we do engine maintenance, whether gas turbine, diesel engines, boat maintenance. So anything and everything with, related to ships and submarines are there in naval dockyard. So I request you come there along with the students so that their horizons are also broadened, and encourage them to join Navy. We have got a large number of avenues. They can join as officers, your polytechnic students can join as sailors, and as well as civilian officers and staff. So I want to congratulate you, all of you, for having this partnership with us. We are so grateful that you gave us this opportunity, and looking forward to collaborate more in making the difference toward taking our country to the Viksit Bharat as per the Prime Minister's vision. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Commodore Agrawal. I would request Shri Suresh Malkani ji to please present a token of appreciation to Commodore Agrawal. I would like to introduce you to our second chief guest today, Rear Admiral Aditya Hara. Rear Admiral Aditya Hara is the Assistant Chief of Personnel, Administration and Civilian, ACOP AC at the Naval Headquarters. Throughout his career, Rear Admiral Hara has held several key positions, including command of the capital warship INS Kolkata, INS Shardul, and the base depot ship INS Agrawal. He has also been associated with strategic appointments at the National Security Council Secretariat (NSCS) under the Prime Minister's Office and the Strategic Forces Command (SFC). In his role as ACOP AC, Rear Admiral Hara has been actively involved in initiatives aimed at enhancing the administration of naval civilian personnel. Notably, he released the latest edition of the handbook titled Administration of Naval Civilian Personnel, A Guide to Effective Management, underscoring his commitment to effective human resource management within the Navy. I would request Rear Admiral Hara to tell us more about the Indian Navy's vision of the MOU.
जय हिंद, नमस्कार। श्री मतानी जी, श्री दुला, श्री तलरेजा जी, श्री देशमुख, my counterparts from the Navy, colleagues, Vivek, my good friend, distinguished guests, faculty. I represent the भारतीय नौसेना। मैं भी भारतीय, आप भी भारतीय। आपकी सेनाएं हैं। हम केवल उसमें काम करते हैं। The service belongs to you. It is your navy, and you must feel proud of this absolutely fantastic navy that we've built over a period of time. It is something that we should take a lot of pride in. In my own service, or my father was in the army. He was in a very famous battalion called 13 Commodore, which fought the Battle of the Zangla. When I joined the Navy, we were very far behind most other modern navies. Today, that's not the case. Today, we design our own ships, we maintain them completely, and we build them from A to Z. And this entire process जो होता है इसमें, the naval civilian is a very, very critical, important part. And in the Navy, there is very little distinction between a civilian and a service person. आप सोचेंगे कि नहीं civilians also go on board ships. They also sail. When maintenance has to be done and ship cannot come back from sea, there is important requirement. Civilian stays on board and does the maintenance. So that is the criticality of naval civilians. And we are very, very completely embedded and integrated with each other as far as civilians are concerned. So नौसेना करती क्या है? आपको मैंने I gave you the example, of my father. Because even after a long time, he used to put his arm around me and say, "What do you do?" And that's a reality. What is it that prevents you from coming home, from not, working late hours, not getting leave? ऐसा क्या होता है? So I'll just try and explain to you in a little bit what the Navy does. The Navy ensures maritime security and your trade is flowing all the time. 95% of the trade of our country is by sea. Now you will say कि भाई उसको there is no threat to it. Yes, there is no threat to it on one day. But when the threat happens, whether it is piracy, whether it is attempted robbery somewhere, whether it is in the Gulf of, in the Red Sea, Houthis का issue हो रहा है, then the problem happens. Also, problems happen because of the weather, environment. You have a tsunami somewhere, you have flood somewhere. So every bit, all your fuel comes by sea. Most ladies would know that even your dal comes by sea. your phosphate comes by sea, the fertilizer. So these are very critical elements for our economy to run. And the Navy is a 24/7 service. For us, there is very little difference between normal operations and war. जो आदमी इंजन चला रहा है नीचे 6-7 डेक नीचे, उसको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि लड़ाई में चला रहा है या सी स्टैंड चला रहा है. Difference is very limited. So that is the first part. Second है कि when you go to sea, the human being is built to be on land. When you take fly भी करते हैं, if any of you have flown 14-15 hours long haul flight, बड़ी दुविधा होती है, दिक्कत आती है. We stay at sea for 6 weeks. It changes your thinking. It has a psychological impact on you. So you must understand that it is not easy being at sea. So the Navy is a very demanding service. As far as the VES is concerned, we're really very grateful for the kind of MOU and the offer which has been given. It is very evident to me that this institution thinks very highly of the armed forces. And I would really like to place this on record, sir, that this has been a very kind gesture by this institution. Thank you very much. As my colleague Commodore Agrawal told you, we would really look forward to many more visits by the students to, like I said again, it is your warship. Aapki sena hai. You must visit, you must understand, and if it is possible, you must increase or help us increase our productivity. Why are we doing this for the civilians? For the civilian to be happy. Why to be happy? So that productivity is higher. And that is how the Navy can run its operations much better. At the end, I'd just like to say thank you so very much. I am deeply humbled standing here and in this audience, and we really wish to take this MOU and further threads of this MOU forward. Jai Hind, Shamno Bharat.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words. Now, I would like to request Dr. Prakash Rula to hand over a token of appreciation to Rear Admiral Hara. We shall now proceed with the signing of the MOU. As per the protocol, may I please request all the dignitaries to stand behind Mr. Suresh Malkani sir and Saurabh, Commodore Saurabh Agrawal sir to show your support for this collaboration.
पूजा पूजा किती आवाज दिला तुला?
Thank you so much, everyone. We would now like to take a moment to felicitate the dignitaries from Indian Navy. May I please request Vijay Tarjeja sir to felicitate Shri Robertson Singh, CCPO. Request Dr. Sachin Deshmukh sir to felicitate Srimati Sandhya Tiwari, Senior Staff Officer. I would request Dr. Sandeep Bharadwaj to felicitate Shri RSB Singh, Staff Officer, Indian Navy.
I would like to request Dr. Meena Sharma to felicitate Captain John Joseph, DGM HRD. I would like to invite Dr. Neerja Kashire to felicitate Shri VB Chaudhary, Manager HR Training. I would like to request Mr. Rajesh Ramrakhani to felicitate Commander Vivekanand Prabhu, ex-Navy officer. I would like to call upon Dr. Rupali Rajesh to felicitate Captain Sheel Priya, ex-Navy officer.
Thank you so much, everyone. I would now like to call Dr. Brijesh Sharma, Associate Dean Academics, VES, to give a vote of thanks to mark the successful completion of this event.
Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Nikita madam. Wonderful job. I'm very proud to say that we are on time and the discipline has started. So we had promised that we'll finish the program by 4:30 and we are done before that. So there is some anxious moment to Rear Admiral Hara ji. Saurabh sir, whether they'll catch the flight, but we can ensure that we'll catch it. So today they have to do that. So it is indeed a big moment for VS, a watershed moment for VES and VBS. Serving the nation is one of the priority for all Indians, and I stand for that, and I believe our college also stands for that. That's what stop. So this has been possible because of blessing of the divine. Without God's, I firmly believe in God. So because, it cannot happen without God's divine permission. So I believe God is there with us. And along with God, we have got our people with us. The Constitution says, we the people of India. We say, we the people of VS. We stand by of whatever we say. So we started our journey somewhere, 5 months before. Formally we met Hara sir, we met Saurabh sir, with Sachin sir's permission, along with Sandeep sir. And exactly 5 months and 15 days, we have completed our first journey, that is signing of the MOU. Now the biggest challenge is the easier job. Getting the MOU signed is the easier job. The difficult job is to live that MOU. And we promise that we'll live that MOU. So in this journey, we have been supported by many people. The first thing, what we get immense support from our trustee members, Malkani sir, Talreja sir, Prakash Mimla sir. We get immense support from them, and we are very sure that we'll get a support in moving this MOU, because this is not a MOU of business school, this is a MOU of VS. So this is a mammoth task, how we mobilize with our resources to make sure that the MOU works. So that is the first part. We have got immense support from the trustees. The second part, we got immense support from the Naval Dockyard. We got immense support from Western Command. We got support from Saurabh. One of the person I miss here is Aman. He was instrumental in doing this, but unfortunately he could not come. Sir, please can we last minute. So, I mean, we got immense support from Navy. We thank the Navy. We thank the trustee members. Then, when our journey started, we were there. Sachin sir initiated this process. Somewhere in 24th of March, we had came in contact with sir. So, I mean, then we moved forward. We signed the MOU. We moved to Delhi on 13th August. So we got support from Sachin sir. Thank you, sir. You are always a support for us. I mean, sometimes we make mistakes, but he supports us. Then immense support from Sandeep sir, because it looks very easy on the face, but just to get all the head of institutions connected with the mammoth task. And then we were supported by Sandeep sir. Thank you, sir, because it was not easy. Today also we can feel lot of anxious moments, but finally we are seeing that first phase is complete. Then we got, I mean, my sincere thanks to Commander Prabhu. So there were, because dealing with Navy, dealing with government officers is very difficult, because we are not government officers. and then, I mean, we are civilians, we take everything in stride, but then we have to follow the protocol. So today also we made some minor mistakes. Sir, if anything goes wrong, we have slide here or there. So please excuse us, because our intentions are pure. We want to serve the country, and what a good way that we are serving to you. We would like to thank all the head of institutions, because the real challenge starts from here. But we are very sure with the trust support, we will make sure that we move forward, not only from the B school is with you. The B school is 100% with you. And I commit on behalf of Sachin sir and Sandeep sir and our faculty members, the HODs. I am very sure. We are there. Today from tomorrow, we will start. We are on. So, I mean, during this entire event is a mammoth task. We were supported amply by Vidhi madam and Sita madam. We were busy to do something else, but then they came out with a flying color and they did a very good job. Thank you very much. Last but not the least, we forget our people who work beyond the background. Pramod sir and Rahul sir for all the things. Thank you very much, Pramod and Rahul. And I think I'll just go through if I miss somebody. No, I have covered everybody. Yes, so everything here. Yeah, Admiral, Hara sir, Commodore, everybody have covered. Thank you very much. Before I conclude, I would like to thank Lord Ganesha, Sri Krishna, and thank you.
Thank you for your gratitude, sir. So with this, we come to the end of this event, ladies and gentlemen. I would request all the dignitaries to move towards the executive dining room for refreshments, and all the participants, please move outside the auditorium for refreshments. Thank you so much and have a good evening, all of you.
Thank you.